This just in, Sam Wallis endorses Lauren Levine for TCU president. We have the proof. This is TCWho. The TCU presidential election campaign continues. Now, the first debate held Wednesday was just as much about who was there as what was actually said, for Sam has been running his campaign from Israel. So there's Lauren there, but where's Sam? Yes, Sam Wallis schlepped all the way back from Tel Aviv, Israel to attend the debate, arriving just in time. And of course, Lauren was ecstatic to see him.
It would have been nice to have a little notice. We could have at least had a cup of coffee or something before the debate. Had I been in your position, I know I would have done so.
Oh, snap! Advance notice! Coffee! Ball's in your court, Mr. Wallis. Now, I noticed Sam was writing notes throughout the course of the debate. Could we get the other camera angle and see what he was writing? Dear Diary, oy vey, my opponent has the chutzpah to kvetch about my completely kosher coming back from Israel shtick. I'm not sure what accent that was. So why did Sam come back again?
The reason I came back was because there was no way I could sleep at night over there knowing how hard my team's been working.
I assume the campaign couldn't afford to buy him some Ambien. Now, Lauren set the tone for the debate early on.
I served on TCU Senate for my freshman and sophomore years at Tufts in various capacities. For one semester, I was the assistant treasurer. Following the resignation of the TCU treasurer, I became the associate treasurer. I also served on the executive board of Senate.
I'm not sure if this was a debate or a resume reading party, but Lauren's experience consists of success. Just ask.
And if you've had any interaction with the Treasury, you'll know that it's working seamlessly.
And I'm sure Sam agrees there are no problems with the Treasury. Right, Sam?
I started a group called the Tufts Roundtable, and I saw from that experience what was wrong with the Senate. We didn't go through the TCU because of all the flaws. That's why I'm running for president, so we can clean up some of these things.
It's good that student groups have an advocate like Sam Wallis to fight for them to change the system. It's just a shame that we didn't have him on the allocations board, or ALBO, for these past few years.
I've been on ALBO for 3 years.
One of the major topics in the debate was campus programming. Lauren started out by naming a few of her accomplishments in this area.
I also served as Special Projects Chair, where I worked to administrate events such as NQR, actively engaged in projects, including working on Spring Coming. You know, I think we are overprogrammed on this campus.
So she was for more campus events before she was against them. Go on.
We're divided up so that we can really, very few times a year, be all in the same place at the same time.
And one of those times, we're trying our best not to look at each other. Both candidates were quick to point out their own accomplishments.
That I spent my semester working on Spring Coming.
It's funny, Spring Coming was an idea that came out of the Services Committee, which I chaired in the fall. So I'm really proud that that was something that you liked.
Did both candidates just take credit for the end of winter? I didn't know that was a TCU Senate thing.
Spring Coming, so that we can actually have a rally in the spring around athletics.
Of course, the questions covered more than just programming.
A book, movie, song, or any media that has inspired you as a person.
I am in gospel choir.
It was Israel Independence Day. And
Mine is Sunday Sunday, except when the fudge gets all over the inspirational book I'm reading. Turning now from the debate, both candidates picked up a high-profile endorsement. First, the primary source in its most recent issue endorsed Sam Wallis after a careful consideration of both candidates' platforms. How careful? Well, let's see what they had to say in response to Lauren's suggestion that multicultural fraternities should be incorporated into Tufts Inter-Greek Council. The source disagrees with Levine's suggestion because, well, do multicultural houses allow white members? Because if they do, we can't really disagree. Anyone? Ah, the source, displaying that same knack for hard-hitting investigative journalism that served them well back when they asked peaceable Muslims to do a little reporting for them about Islam. But I trust that both candidates received a thorough vetting from the primary source. How can I be so sure? Well, take a look at some of the other articles in this source. There's event ? Grease and bailout ! With a pull quote about sustainability, and political cartoons so astute, the source just had to print the same ones on 2 different pages. Lauren Levine also picked up a high-profile endorsement, and not from who you'd think.
And this campaign is really not about me.
This campaign is not about me, and it never was. It's about you.
But remember, folks, both candidates are good choices. How do I know? Well, because, as David Hyde Pierce might say, you won't succeed in Senate if you don't have any Jews. Take care.
I really want to work with Lauren because I think, just the enthusiasm you generated in the campaign, ideas you generated, will be helpful no matter who wins. So whether I'm on top or you are, I think that it's a powerful team. Yes, go there if you must.